Hello, welcome to Easy Stitches YouTube channel. My subscribers, I say a very big thank you to you. And if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to support me. Share my videos, like my videos, comment when there is need. But very importantly, share my videos. So today we are going to learn how to make this cross bag that have zipper cover. Look at the zipper cover, you can see it. People have been asking questions on how to do a bag like this with this cover, so I decided to make a video about it. So let's go to the cutting table. Okay, this is the leather I'm going to use for this tutorial. I've cut the front and back. I also have my gusset. This is for my down gusset, and this is for my zipper gusset. That's the up one. I also have this leather with me that is about, I have here is 2 inches by 8.5 inches. 2 inches by 8.5 inches. So I'm going to use it for my zipper cover. Some people call it anti-theft protector. So now I'm going to keep this my gusset aside, and also one of the bodies. So I'm working with this now. If you look at it very well, you will see that I've already shaped my work. I'm going to explain to you what I did here. So what I did here is, from this point, I took from up here, I took 1 inch this way, and from this point I took 1 inch down. 1 inch here, 1 inch this way. I collected it. I did same here. While on the down side, I took half inch. I turned it to a curve and shape it. That's what I did. I did it to this my front and also to the back. So if you look at this, you see another marking here. I'm going to fix a zipper here. So what I did is that from the up here, I came down by 3 inches. I mark it as a straight line. So now I'm going to cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. I've also cut my lining into 2. You can see it now. This is what I have for the front. So now I'm going to remove my leather this way. This is the right side of my lining. I'll put my zip cloth on it this way. I will place my leather on top. The right side of my leather will be facing the right side of my zip cloth. Then I will make sure you arrange it well before you stitch. I will stitch it down this way. After stitching it down, I will turn it over and top stitch. So after sewing it and top stitching, this is what I have now. You can see it. So I'm going to sew the upper part. So this my 2 inches leather. I'm going to fold it into 2 this way. I will place it, make sure it's equal. You see the way it covered the zip? Make sure it's equal on the both sides. So I'm going to first sew it down. I'm done sewing my zip cover. See it? But by the time I'm done sewing, it will be like this on the zipper. So now I'm going to bring this upper part of the leather. Then I will bring the lining. I'll put the lining under. The right side of my lining will face this way. I'll put it under like this. Then I'll put this on top. Arrange it very well. Make sure that it's equal with your leather on both sides. Then I will stitch it. So I'm done sewing my leather. So now I'm going to flip it over this way. This will be like this. You see the way it is. My zip cover will still cover my zip. Then I will top stitch on this one. This is the way it will be. Then I will top stitch on it and stitch close this place. This is it, and I'm done top stitching it. So now I'm going to fix my zip head. Then I will trim off the excess lining. So I've fixed the zip head. This is my zip head now. I've also trim off all the excess lining. No, I'm going to bring it down this way and stitch it here and also here. When I'm done doing that, okay, now I'm going to place it side by side with the back leather to make sure that after all the things I did with it, they are still equal. If by the time you finish doing your own you have excess, please trim off the excess. My own is still equal, so I can start sewing. I will just put my leather on top of my lining, but before you do that, you have to get the midpoint of this down part here. You get the midpoint. So you put it on your lining this way. Get your piping cord, because I'm going to pipe it round. From that midpoint, I put my piping cord together as it is like this, together with the lining. I will sew it, pipe it round. I will do same to the back. So I'm done piping it, and this is what I have now for this. So I'm going to keep it aside. Okay, now I'm going to sew my zip cloth to my gusset. So first I'll put my lining this way. I'll put my zip cloth on top of my lining. I'll place my leather right side facing my zip cloth. On top of my zip cloth, I'll place my leather. Then I will stitch it. After stitching it, I will turn it together with my lining and top stitch. So after sewing my zipper and top stitching it, this is what I have. So I'm going to sew the other side. So I will bring my lining this way, place my zip cloth on top of it, then place my second leather on top. Make sure that the right side of your leather is facing the right side of your zip cloth. So I will arrange it and sew it down. After sewing it, I will flip it over and top stitch. So I'm done sewing the two gussets to the zipper, and that top stitch it. This is what this is the inside and this is the outside. So now I'm going to fix my zip head. So I have fixed the zip head. Now on the down gusset, I'm going to sew my D-ring to it. So first I'm going to indicate the middle of this my gusset, the midpoint. I will indicate it. I will do same on this side also. So I will get my D-ring. This my leather, I just top stitch it on the 1.5 inches belt. Because I don't want it to cut easily, so I use the belt for stability, to make it to be strong. And what I have, the length I have here is 2 inches. I'll just put it inside it this way. Centralize it on this my midpoint here. Make sure that the space you have in between, as in by the two sides, the space you have is equal. Then I will stitch it. I will pick the second one, put it inside my D-ring this way. Also get the midpoint, centralize it on it, and also stitch it. So I'm done sewing my D-ring on my down gusset. You see, the two are facing each other. So now I'm going to join the two gussets together, the upper one and the down one. So I'm going to place, first I have to cut out the excess zip cloth here. So I will first it together, I'll put it together right side facing each other. Then I'll put my lining on top of my upper gusset this way. So I'm going to take it to my machine and stitch it here. I'll come to this side, I'll bring it together here also. Then put my lining on top and also stitch it. I'm done joining my gusset together. So this my lining, I will move it to my down gusset side this way. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll top stitch here, and I will also stop stitch here and sew my gusset and lining. I will sew my gusset and lining together. So I'm done sewing it, top stitching it and sewing the lining on the leather. So now we are going to get the midpoint. Bring the two joinings together. Make sure that the two joining is together. Do the same on this side. Then notch the center on both sides. Do some on the up part here. Now we'll get our main body and also notch the center also. The down I've notched it already when I was piping it. So I'm notching only the up now. So now I'm going to turn my gusset to the wrong side. This zipper is for the up. So I put it this way, right side facing each other. Make sure that the two notch points are together. You do the down part the same thing. The two notch points have to be together. You bring the second one. This place that I tape is on the down, will be on the down side. So you match the two notch points together. Do same on the down part here. So now I'm going to my sewing machine now to sew it round. I'll just arrange it and sew it round. Sew it round this way. I'll turn to this side also and sew it round. So this is what I have now after joining my front and back leather to my gusset. This is what I have. You can see it. So now I'm going to use my belt to tape it round so that our work will be very neat. I'll just tape it round. So this is what I have after taping our bag. We are done taping it. So we are going to turn it to the right side now. So this is our bag now. This is what we have. So I'm going to fix the handle now and our bag will be ready. So after fixing the handle, this is our bag. You can see how beautiful it is. Look at the zipper cover that I added. Look at it. Very beautiful. So if you have watched this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me, and feel free to like my video, share it so that others can watch and also subscribe to my channel. See you in our next tutorial. Bye and God bless you.